What about my sweat equity?
Howdy, Johnny.
Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
Steve Holt.
Steve Holt. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just thought of Steve Holt
Oh, good.
for some reason.
Sorry. I was doing all the technical stuff. Worried about that.
What are you worried about? Everyone all good?
Well, no, we're all good. We're all good. No, I was just telling you how
Seem frazzled.
I'm trying to get myself used to not or being okay with feeling like I don't have everything in my life in order. Because
I laugh as an empathetic laugh.
because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's been my life last couple of years or
Yes,
so.
I know. I've been here a lot.
Welcome to the darkness.
Yeah. Well, we're going camping this weekend. Got a camper,
Yeah.
pull behind camper, and that's the perfect analogy because it's like you got to bring everything mostly, you know.
Well,
So
you have to think of all the worst scenarios. You have to be that dad.
yeah,
And so you have to, relatable to running your own business, and you have to go through it, I think, of that kind of scattered brain.
mm-hmm.
Like I remember, I get made fun of in this office for thinking of the contingency plans.
Yeah,
So like when this fucks up, all right, then we'll do this.
yeah,
And I only think that way now because I've been through it, and things will fuck up.
I know.
And the smartest people I know, they're 3 steps ahead.
Yeah, it's just even when you get 3 steps ahead, don't you want to be like, oh, I got to get 4 steps ahead?
That's another part. So I feel like a lot of women that I know, that are good planners, the ones that are the best don't get frazzled when the plans don't work out.
Yeah, no, that's the key.
Right. So like, all right. So what? Let's use the camper. Whatever. What'd you have to get in there?
Well, I mean, all the stuff to live your life for 2 days, and we got the dog now.
Oh yeah.
So
that's
there's dog stuff.
That's another variable that you're like, ugh.
Yeah. No, it's just you got to just kind of be like, okay, if we don't have what's the unique thing? Is there medicine that's got to come with it?
Right.
Like that stuff. Reality is I can disconnect the camper. We'll have a car. We're not going to a third world country.
Right.
I could drive and get and buy whatever we need.
Yeah.
But I don't wanna. And that only because I'm only giving them one shot. If we forgot something, we're going to town one time.
EpiPen.
Yeah.
Forget it. Done.
Right.
Well, you're in dad mode, so you're trying to think
Hard.
that way. But also, like I don't want to be in a bad mood either later.
Right.
Because I think you're the same way. If I am, if I'm I'll pack everything together and I'll rush around and I'll do all that. But once I'm there, I don't want to really do much.
Yeah.
I don't want to do much scrambling.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how you can relax, kind of.
Well, that's why I'm nutty about making like templates and lists every time doing something. It's like, okay, so the next time you do this, don't do it. It's not going to. And use Evernote if that's the practical advice to give to anybody. Is Evernote is the most fluid of like note-taking systems. It'll sync on your desktop and your phone instantly. And then if you do the premium, which is like only $45 a year, we use it for business. I can share a bunch of work notes with Eric or anybody, and like that's how we use a lot of scratch notes for client work or the studio or whatever, Wi-Fi password.
Yeah.
Any password I get that's like not a bank account or something like that.
Right.
It's going in there.
Yeah, you have to, dude. It's like, have you counted how many passwords you have lately?
Oh, I don't even want to know. It's probably about 200.
What was the number that we
181.
181.
Yeah. For a business owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not a business owner, man, like everybody wants you to be. Do you have an account with us, sir?
I'm with you, but on the other side, lately I've been just kind of the flip of that. I get overwhelmed when there's just too much crap everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I get
big
pissed.
time.
Then I get pissed at myself for not doing it, like not just being diligent about being organized.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So
It's one of the, you can't be
so what
defeated
you-
by not getting by having a lot to do.
But give me the whole scenario. I want to break this down with a camper because it's a good metaphor, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're doing something that almost gets you negative return
Mm-hmm.
as the dad.
Right. I'll be exhausted
Right.
after this nice, relaxing camping trip.
The kids will be. They're gonna bitch.
Avery my daughter doesn't even want to go already. It sucks.
Right.
I know, but
So
it's
now you have to be
fun for some
You
reason.
have to activities manager too.
Yeah. No, and we're going to Fort DeSoto in Tampa. It's basically a state park that it's an old. I don't know. Did they fight there or something? I don't remember.
It's an old fort. I mean,
They used to have giant cannons and stuff there
Yeah.
that you could look at. But it's cool. They got a beach. You know, you got to get in the car to drive from where we are. But there's a beach. There's a dog beach.
yeah.
Only dog beach I know of.
No, there's one in Davis Island.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not allowed there.
Oh,
But
there's no schools on that island.
they got all kinds of nice. This is if there's going to be one place to take the kids that they're going to be entertained, it's this campground.
And you've been there. You're familiar. With
Yeah.
the layout. So it's not like it was Spanish-American War was going on there.
Ah,
Yeah.
good to know. I
Yeah.
actually saw. We were there last time. I saw something in one of the forts. They had like something about the Tocobaga tribe.
Yeah.
In there.
That's the name of the consulting, the office we're out of, the firm.
I was like, oh, I should take a picture, but my phone's in my pocket, so
And I only take
Way
it out of
down
my pocket
there.
like 300 times a day.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's they were definitely over there. And so it's one of those things where you can plan and plan. I just have to remind myself to kind of take a break and go, why am I? I always compare it to you missed your alarm and you have a flight, right?
Mhm.
Or no, excuse me. The flight, I'll wake up always without an alarm. I'll wake up 7 minutes before whatever
Yeah.
o'clock. That's just I don't know how that works
Yeah.
with your body. or
I don't know
mind.
either.
Uh,
I do the same shit though.
I'm thinking of like just a regular work day. You wake up at 4. For some reason, you missed the alarm. You wake up at 6
Hmm.
or something, and you're scrambling for whatever reason, right? To like, I gotta go get this
Yeah.
done. And it's like, well, you just gotta go. This probably ain't gonna happen. And this
Right.
ain't gonna happen. Instead of just trying to freak out.
It's not. Yeah, it's easy to freak out. The hard part is sitting there going, okay, let's go through this in my mind. What's actually going to happen if the kid is late for school? And I take them, and then I got to get out of the car this time and walk them in, which has never happened, by the way. But
Whoa.
if it had to, I know I just jinxed myself. But really,
I got him there at 7 a.m. this morning.
well, good for you,
That's
super
a pain in
dad.
the ass.
Yeah, dude, especially got to wake them up. But
They don't even know. They're like drunk.
yeah, it's hard to just like run through and be like, okay, what is the actual worst case scenario that's like that, is likely to happen? And it's never that bad. It's never that bad. So like with the camper, I kind of got to build up, an inventory of stuff inside the camper that's things that we need every time, bug spray, whatever, suntan lotion, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's already in there, and then it's like, okay, then we could step away from that and look at, all right, food. What do we got to do for food and all that, and
The food's where I mess up because I still think like I don't need anything.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh there. I think the first time we went, we ended up ordering pizza out to the camper.
Oh my god,
So
that's not good.
yeah, the kids didn't want whatever stupid hot dogs we had or something.
Then they don't eat.
Yeah, well, you tell them that.
That yeah.
They're not exactly
It's hard
negotiators.
it's hard to implement that now.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get that going. My kids are still babies, so I'm gonna try to get that going.
That's really cute. How you think you're gonna like tell them what to do and shit.
No, I just think with the food thing, they're already negotiating really poorly, and I'm just lazy, and I'll just go fuck it.
Yeah,
And then they're eating. I just don't like them eating that poorly.
I know, and I'm the king of
No, but
watching
I'm
what
not
I
saying
eat and
because of the
shit.
diet. I'm just saying it's also just bad that it's expected that they can negotiate that.
Yeah, that's the real thing. You gotta kind of
I actually don't care about the food, how bad it is.
right. I don't either.
I
like,
just want to go. Here's the food I gave you. Eat it.
yeah, exactly. It's like,
And then I don't want to eat it either. So really, just that's indirectly for me
right.
because
You know-
I'm getting fat off of kid food.
It's just about teaching them lessons. Like I'll give my kids candy, but I'm like, this is poison. I'm poisoning you right now. I'm a bad dad for giving you this candy.
So
all that stuff.
So my mind's going to maybe this will be more of a show of how to problem solve. This is how I think about it. So you're saying, here's all the things that stress me out. And I go, okay. In my head, I go, what helps me out is having a template, having a list,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just referring to that.
Yeah.
And I do that with a lot of stuff. I'm even thinking about for this show, getting like almost an infographic designed thing I can print on this Bluetooth. Take these out;
Mm-hmm.
they'll still work with my Bluetooth pen,
Mm-hmm.
and have almost an infographic way of like, here are the things we talked about. Here's the guest. Here's like almost like an infographic kind of style.
Wait, you want to do it before, or you gonna do it after? How's that work?
Print them before we do an episode, but even have 1, 2, 3, 4, all the minute markers on the left.
Oh,
that
you're
I
saying
can
it's
even
blank, and then
yeah.
you fill it in as you go.
And I can talk to you. So think of a column of all the minute markers. While I'm talking to you, I can circle that minute marker and tag that.
I got you. I
'Cause I'm
bet you
trying to
that
think-
exists already.
It might not, but
Recorder's notebook.
for this, to keep it on Bluetooth though, if we sync it, it pops over.
Right.
This may save some time
Yeah.
eventually. Or it's just cool to show anybody that's listening, hey, here's a process you can probably implement if you're in meetings.
Huh.
Something like that. For you, I'm thinking, but I like a good designed one, which is probably why I haven't done it.
Yeah, I know.
And so I'll
look good.
and I'm working on stop thinking about it and just go do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but on Pinterest, my first thought was go to Pinterest. I bet there's a dad camping. There's some list, some dad's made somewhere,
Yeah.
right? Of all the shit that you need that you don't think about.
Yeah. I mean,
and then start there. Just steal that list and then edit it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like to think I already have the list, the stuff that.
Is
That's
it in
what
your head?
Well, it's not in my head, but I actually don't have. Normally, I have a wonder list, camping trip wonder list. What do I got to take? Boom,
Oh,
boom, boom.
yeah.
I'm that far behind today.
Whoa.
So me coming down here is actually my mental break from the camping prep.
Which
Bro,
for most people would be like, we get guests on here. They're like,
I know. I got a
they sound like
podcast. I
Lou
need
Brown.
a break.
They sound
Yeah.
like Lou Brown having a heart attack.
What?
Yeah,
That'll never not be funny.
I know.
What?
Well, I had to. So I mean, the one time I've had not had the camper when somebody else took it, my sister and her brother-in-law and their family took it, and they, on the back end of them, you know, when you get there and you want to take your car off of the camper, there's these stabilizer legs that go down in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Got the camper back, one of those fucking broke off. So I installed one of those puppies on there this morning, no big deal. Right after I
So-
did my gable vent over at the other office.
Gable vent,
Go ahead,
nice.
look it up. It's pretty badass.
I know what a gable vent is.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Accent on the gay.
Mm-hmm. I told you, I wish I was gay.
I know.
Things would be easier.
I know.
Just-
We could be happy.
Just play fucking Sega 90, NHL 93, and then go butt fuck.
Bro, we could buy a Nintendo Switch with our money.
But
we
they
could
don't-
buy all because we'll have all that extra money.
No, it needs to be a Sega Genesis, not a Nintendo Switch.
We could have both. That's
Uh,
what's key.
That's a.
That's what you're not thinking about.
Oh yeah, double income, no kids.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Get that El
then this-
Camino I want.
Get that white suit I really want, with a pimp hat and a cane.
Yeah, ones that actually fit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think now I'm just thinking about gay plans.
I know.
What is Gay Pride Month?
Oh yeah. Good.
Good.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
So
but-
we were talking about support. I don't want to move on. I want to come back to this in a second, but
Okay.
support your friends' businesses that support you. I haven't checked any of our reviews. Has anybody partaken in our offer?
I haven't looked either. What part of I'm frazzled from camping? Don't you understand?
You haven't even camped yet.
I know. It's what's fucked up about it.
What? So yeah, that's the shitty thing with the morning where you're like, I gotta jam in how to do this camper leg, or else the whole thing's ruined.
Yeah. No, it's like.
And so when you get the car, when you take the thing back, now you got to be like a rental car company every time.
Uh huh.
This is
I'm gonna check
this is why
out.
dads become dads.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want this to happen the next
Yeah.
time. You
I'm gonna do a
instantly
little.
have a mustache.
Yeah, print up a picture of it, and I'll mark it where there's damages. Be like, all right, that's where I left it. And If
Right.
it comes back different, it's on you.
You're gonna turn into that dad
Oh yeah.
with a
I'm
camper
there.
that you're letting people borrow.
Yeah. I know. Nuts. Fucking nuts.
What's at family? You guys know the protocol. What's our exit protocol?
Yeah.
Everybody cleans up.
All right, I'll be out with you to do the walkthrough real quick, okay?
Right. Let me check the
Just
PSI
sign-
on these
sign
tires.
here and here and here and here and here.
What PSI you working with? You know?
40. I actually got to put air in the tires too. I forgot to do that
You got to do
before I
that.
got out of there.
That is, you want to talk about pragmatic advice for anybody listening? I hydroplaned bad.
Oh yeah,
yesterday.
it's a bad time,
Dude, it was like, oh no, and it wasn't like we were. I was coming off the interstate.
Ugh.
I had both kids in the back,
Ugh.
which is fine. I mean, they're in a.
It's fine. I'm a great driver. I totally took control.
I am a great driver.
I am too.
I did take
I am
control.
Me too.
I didn't freak out because the worst thing to do when you hydroplane is people over exaggerate the wheel.
Yeah.
And so the opposite direction they're doing it in.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to, it's weird how in any emergency I've had in the last like 10 years, I totally become like,
Zen.
no, well, not zen. but
Keanu
just
Reeves with the bullets
like,
flying
yeah,
at you
in
slow.
the zone,
like,
just like, okay, you know what to do.
slow-mo. Yeah.
But it kicks in like, it had to kick in like that.
That's dad stuff too.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like driven to the hospital normally takes, one time I had to do it, and it normally takes 15 minutes at night
Mm-hmm.
from where we used to live, and I got there in 4:30, I
Wow,
think.
that's amazing. Have you ever had the things where like I've had times where I was bathing the kids and I turned around and Rocco had fallen out and I like caught him with
Yeah.
without even looking at him and I looked but I was like, what was that? I don't think anybody saw it or the kids saw it and didn't give a shit. But I was like, are you guys kidding me? That was an amazing catch and nobody saw it.
Oh no!
But you have like
It
this
never happened.
weird sixth sense of like I blacked out and I caught him.
I wonder if that's your subconscious, like telling you, like.
I don't know,
didn't-
man.
I try to be overly cautious with that, and I hope I don't give them a complex. Like when I have both kids, I don't have them both at the same time in the tub.
No,
I put one in the stroller and bring it in the bathroom like white trash,
yeah,
and just put the iPad up
that's fine.
and then watch Chip and Potato.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
It's on Netflix.
I missed that one.
It's the dumbest cartoon I've ever. It's literally a pug in a pug family, and then the pug Chip, who I thought was a girl,
Take a
I
step
think is a
back here.
boy.
We're going through and talking about the
Hold
plots
on.
of children's shows.
Just follow me. Then it
I'm-
has a mouse
I'm there.
that she can't tell anybody that's her pet called Potato.
Okay.
It's super confusing for a little kid because
Uh-huh.
they're just learning words.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what are you doing?
I know.
And then
yeah.
there's another kid song that they listen to, this like Coco Melon, which I think is owned by ABC, and it's like
Uh-huh.
it's like I swear to God they have the diarrhea song. They just copied it
What is that?
and they just made it into some other kid song.
Can you sing it?
When you're feeling da 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 da.
When you're sliding into
Yeah,
first.
there's a
and
bunch
you-
of them.
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
You're not supposed to slide into first. You look like an idiot.
Yeah. Well, if you got some heart, you do it. Pete Rose always did it. Pretty sure.
Pete Rose is kind of a dick, I
I'm
think.
pretty sure he slid into first.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I completely derailed it. I'm sorry.
all right,
I don't
but
remember.
all right. So you're frazzled, and so how does this relate to someone in the workplace or someone trying to do their own business? It's like everybody gets there. It's not. It's the thing of like, you have to take that step and go, what is freaking out going to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
And
then
it never does anything.
this is more for guys our age that become more women style, I feel like. And so that is a panic that I don't think existed that much back in the day.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't get that.
I don't
become
think
more
our-
women's stuff.
I think we've become more female oriented as men.
in terms of just
in,
like
in
taking
terms of
care
worry,
of things.
yeah,
Okay.
worrying about like these little things. And
Yeah.
then I think the anxiety around it is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. For
And
sure.
what is anxiety really? Anxiety is just this uncontrolled.
Exactly. Feeling out of control.
It of something that hasn't happened yet,
Mm-hmm.
right? Typically.
Yeah.
And so, And then you have to really look at anxiety as a whole and go, what does that do? It doesn't do anything.
No.
It can be good. There's some kind of good anxiety that'll push you, but for the most part, this worrying about, I gotta get all this shit done.
Yeah, the big thing is ask yourself, what are you in control of at that point? Are you in control of the situation enough to be able to make your anxiety less? Like, most of the time, yeah, there's something else you can do, even if it's just not doing something else so that your mind comes off of it.
Yeah.
That could be helpful, obviously. I mean, you got to just look at what can you actually do at that point.
Well, and then just concede that your personality needs to be a planner.
Yeah.
I think that's a big concession I had to figure out, which is like, you're not going to be successful ever if you just don't get better at this.
Right. Yeah. I fought it too.
On everything, almost.
Yeah, I fought it too because it's like, that's extra work and it's kind of dorky to be really into your calendar.
It's dorky. That's right. It's dorky.
Right.
And that is something no one wants to do. We want to be the romantic kind of human being. I bring it back to, I think we talked about this a long time ago. I heard on a podcast that it was on Pete Holmes' podcast, but they're talking about relationships, and they said, relationships, spontaneity isn't romantic. It's been marketed romantic.
Right.
Planning is super romantic.
Yeah.
Because that means the person sat down to think about their life intertwined with you and how to go forward with it on their own. Spontaneity is selfish.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. Because it's usually something the person that's the catalyst for that spontaneity is usually wants to do it because they want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other person's like, yeah, that seems
Wouldn't
fun.
this be nice for you that we're doing this randomly?
Come on, we're going on a trip. Let's go.
I know. It's like, no, it doesn't. And you get to a point in your life at an age with responsibilities, spontaneous is a pain in the ass. If like,
well, planning's a pain in the ass. I mean, all of it is.
But the
Let's
plan.
just kill ourselves.
Why live life, right? Who cares? I mean,
this is our last podcast, guys. See ya.
Yeah, I mean,
we made it to what, 200? What is this?
Oh yeah, we got to start thinking about that.
What is this?
This is 198.
Oh, we got to really start
Creeping
thinking
up
about
on it. Yeah.
All right, time to get Joe Madden on here.
Got to get in shape.
Yeah. So, time to.
We're not losing. We're wearing the bow ties again.
Yes, sir.
Shit, goddamn right.
So, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna take care of this? I guess let's see your thought process on this.
Well, I'm kind of just to the point where, just chill out. That'll I'll use as my kind of the top of the mountain for me. When this is all done, I'll be able to chill out, sneak off, hit the bull.
Yeah,
at the campground. Just relax as much as I can.
Well, you talk to someone about it, so that's
A,
which is this
getting it out
podcast. Yeah. B, you'll probably make a new list of shit to do with the time you have remaining.
My drive home, I'll be tapping away.
Yeah. I'm always like, what can I do in the car while I'm in the car?
Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, I know. I got a lot of interstate though, so I don't want to be typing away on that.
No, I mean you can, but I'll think out if it's something I have to write, like an email, or I'll use Otter AI, and just record the whole ride and see if I can get anything.
Oh, I'd love to get my hand on those tapes.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Your second podcast.
It's just, but it's like just Skinner playing in the background,
right?
And then like,
move your fucking patch.
69 your community.
Yeah.
About support.
Yeah, we got to come up with a good tagline. We started talking about that 69ing. That's
so support your friends' businesses that support you. I was thinking of a good hashtag, and I want to just have a whole campaign around that, just because I think it'd be really funny to have a serious message, but have a dirty joke with it.
I know, and it
will perturb a lot of people we know. But
I keep going back and forth. It's like if you don't say 69, if you say 68 plus 1. Or something, or you try and do the work right? You got to say 69.
I want it purposely to be 69ing.
What does 69 rhyme with anything to do with business? 69. We should do this after the podcast.
69 your city. which could be
Confusing.
broader.
That's confusing.
69 your friend.
Again, that's why you gotta
69 small biz was what I got.
I know, but it's got to be like the 69 part has to have its own moniker. Like it just sounds like you're trying to suck everyone off.
69 small businesses.
I know, but it
I'm
has
not
to
trying to suck off an
something
accounting
before
firm.
the 69. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Business 69.
I
your
want it.
friends.
I want it as a verb. That's all I know.
It already is.
Hard 69ing. That's too broad.
Yeah, don't make it grosser.
We had Alex Abel from Lunchpool on.
Beal.
Let'sLunchpool.com. He's been on the last couple episodes, and his mom came on. And she laughed at the 69 joke, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a test.
Good.
I was going to say, how cool are you, Sally J?
Sally Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool, buddy.
Pretty fucking cool. You're welcome back anytime. And so you just have to get in. We're not giving you a key.
Right.
So I would say there's something about reciprocating support, and if anybody can come up with that, we will high five you.
Yeah, maybe. But you got to come down and get in.
Yeah,
We're not giving you a key.
Yeah.
Same deal.
We'll meet you on the sidewalk.
Right.
You're not coming in this Sweat Lodge studio.
Yeah. No.
What else you got? Anything else new in your world?
Oh, man. Well, okay, so now I'm thinking about the big anxiety I have about this freaking camping trip is the weather. Because it sucks pulling this camper already, and then it's like, oh, that's right. This whole weekend could be fucked with the weather.
Have
like,
you not looked it up? That's
No,
dad move number one.
oh, no, I've looked it up. Do you think that it matters?
Your face went, are you fucking serious?
Do you think it matters, like, if it's bad weather or not to the other people in my family? No.
What do you mean? If there's a storm coming, they're like, we're going anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Your son is
I
saying
can't-
that. Your daughter, we already said, is out.
Oh, Rocco would love that. No, Avery's, yeah. It's a thing I can't control, and yet that thing's the camper's sitting in front of my house right now, just waiting to get rained on. You should see it. It's covered in cobwebs for me to have it sit there.
You got to take pride in it, too.
I know. It's,
Get your mustache going. What are you doing?
I told the kids, like, it's supposed to kind of suck. All right? That's the whole point of this. It's supposed to suck a little bit.
You shouldn't even have a camper.
No, I want the camper, man.
No, you want it. But I'm saying, like, I thought you were going to go in the direction of, like, we should just be out there in tents and, like, you just drive and
Yeah.
you go. And then we hike from where we park.
I know. It's like the camping side of it's easy for them. It's not even that bad.
Camping,
I want to keep the camper because it's like
Camping
my
is the
last
ultimate
Walter White when I'm all
this
alone.
is the
I have
ultimate
to live
test
in the woods.
of patience. Like, camping is like, you spend all this goddamn time preparing to leave. Then you get to the place. Then you have to make a new home.
Yep. But that's what's nice about the camper. It is a home. It's fairly new. It's in good shape. It's just there's still this whole dearth of shit I'm gonna forget. I'm sure. Oh man.
You got first aid kit?
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
What else would be on my list? Sleeping bags?
Bug spray's a big one, man.
Bug spray, huge.
These freaking bugs down there are just insane.
Mosquitoes are out like crazy, depending on the tides too.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, has something to do with the tides. If the bushes are really close to the beach, are you on the beach?
Well, Fort DeSoto, the way it's set up, the campground is like a little offshoot before you get all the way out to the beach, but they have campsites that have their own little shitty beach to them.
That's
but those
premium.
are always eaten up, you know. And plus, you gotta they're not great for what I got going on with a pull behind trailer. It's better for an RV. You can back it in.
Do you see other people camping out there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's like it's not like
it's like a trailer park.
Right. Like I have hookups. Like I'll pull in there and I have water and I got electrical. That's what I'm saying. It's not that bad.
I thought, okay.
It's all.
Why even do this? Just go in the backyard.
I know. The last time.
And everybody stays in the camper.
Dude, the last time we were getting ready to go, it was the same situation. I was like, it's gonna fucking rain all weekend. This is gonna. I was pushing hard. I was like, let's camp out in the front of the house tonight. Let's sleep in the camper out front. That'll be fun.
I say that forever. Instead of, I mean, I don't understand the purpose. I guess you just do things just to do them, but
Yes, so that we're not at home. We have a golden retriever, but the golden retriever is just a metaphor for the rest of my family. They're all golden retrievers. I got to get them all out and run around. If I don't take them all out to pee and poop, then they are all unhappy.
I didn't know they were so activities based.
Yeah.
I thought you could just so there's no there's no you can't just like I remember being home a lot and just being like, yeah, figure it out.
Right.
You're gonna just
Yeah.
figure out how
I
to
try
go
that.
do something.
Yeah. But, that lasts for how long?
I'm gonna steal this line from Dennis Prager. He said his dad would tell him he's not boring or he's not bored, he's boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good hate.
Yeah, no, that's I've heard that a lot. Actually, from my kids.
Your kids say that
Yeah.
to you? No,
Well,
they flipped it on you.
No, I know. Well, I've heard my kids say, my older daughter say it to my son. She's like, "You're not bored. You're boring."
God, Jesus Christ, she's
I
gonna
know,
be
man.
president.
Yeah, she might be. I don't
She
know
might
about-
turn it down. That's how smart she is.
Right. Exactly. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's
We could go long. I could just chill here for a few hours or days. Should we do like 4
You
hours?
definitely seem calmer than when you walked in.
Yeah.
If you want some other places, I'm still on Pinterest because I'm a real man. But there's a lot of digital organization through Evernote you can do now. You can do a lot of templates. They have a lot of habit trackers like that. If you don't want to get another app, or you use a habit list, you use Habit Tracker as the app, right?
I use Habit List.
Habit List. I reversed them, but they Evernote I love because it is scalable, and the fact that like I write a lot of jokes in there that go nowhere, but at least it's got that, and
Right.
it syncs up this notebook. That's a Bluetooth notebook.
Did you say Evernote has a habit list? Or
Yeah, so they started making templates that like they have their own get things done list.
Okay.
They have like a bunch of different templates you can use now to manipulate and then create your own template.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get because like for us, just like for podcast producing, it'd be good for us to have our rundowns so that it's not all stored up in our noggins all the time.
Right. Yeah. It's similar to what I was saying. The printout while we're doing the show, the in-show printout. Similar idea. So they've got strategic planning ones,
Oh,
event
cool.
budgets, like travel inspiration.
Well, I mean,
like meeting notes. That's a bad habit I'm in. I do meetings and I forget to do an agenda. I forget to do that.
Let's razzle dazzle it, boys.
Well, here's your habit tracker. Here's party planning checklist templates.
Yeah, see, a habit tracker is good. I think a lot of people could use because it's like there's certain things that, for example, today I would have a camping list that I run down it, and then the next time I can erase it, and it's still there the same way,
Yep.
so that you have these templates ready to go.
I'm just going to go through all the ones I see there. Social media calendar, Eisenhower matrix, which is the shit where you go, is it important and urgent? Not important, urgent. Those 4 blocks where you try to figure that out. Personal stress log.
Oh.
I thought that's interesting. Dorm checklist. Novel plotting for 3x structure. Marketing plan. I'm saying it's got a lot more than just what you would think.
I
of
learned
as-
something today about that. I didn't know those were in there.
Well, you
It was
learn
a giant notebook.
project goals, project overview, daily focus, and energy tracker. I'm
Wow.
gonna keep going. Frequent
Okay.
flyer numbers.
All right, I guess that means I
What
should
about my
Blog
sweat
post
equity?
worksheet.
check out sweatequitypod.com.
Areas of responsibility.
Sweat equity.
Daily
My sweat
recards.
equity. My
Interview
sweat
scorecard.
equity.
Weekly review. Brainstorming session.
What about my sweat equity?